So, as a personal assistant supporting young people with disabilities, I have found out information on how I might be able to source a vaccination, which obviously is really important for the job I do. However, due to my autism and also past experiences, I have a massive phobia of needles. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Needles give me the heebie-jeebies. It's just, it's going to be so horrible. But obviously, it's important to play our part in all this. Even though I can't stand injections, I can't stand needles, I really want to play my part in sorting this. And I think in terms of coping, it's trying to work out what's best for you. When I've had jabs in the past, I didn't know about my autism, so I kind of always got really stressed over it. My parents have a few stories of when I was younger, when they had to hold me down to get like a blood test or a jab, or once at school, everyone in my class had like a so I can't remember which injection it was, but they had an injection, and then I just chickened out at the last minute because I was just so scared. But the worst part was I had to then go back to my GP and go through the whole process on my own instead of going through it at the same time as my peers. So I think the best thing really is to get it over with, really. And obviously with COVID, like with the pandemic, it's super important to get it done as soon as possible, really. So I got given this letter and this information today, so I'm going to drop the people that I need to, my local council, I need to drop them an email, share my details, say who I am, and then they'll forward my information so I get an invitation for a vaccination. Oh, so horrible. But I think part of processing the situation, really, which when you have things like this or any phobias, it's really important to process that information. Take that time just to digest everything, which I think at the minute I've only just heard about it, so I'm like, oh my goodness. But yeah, process the information. It's not like I'm going to be jabbed now or tomorrow, so just find my ways of coping. And everyone's different, aren't they? I think for me, part of my coping mechanisms for this will be documenting my journey. I know some people are petrified of needles, some people aren't bothered, but I think we've all got that consensus that we want to play our part, so I'll do it. But yeah, I know I can do it. It's just finding those ways of coping, and I think part of my coping will be, if I need to, just talking to the vaccination centre, and just saying that I need a bit more time, because for me, I'm not someone who can just go in there, get it done, that's it. I sometimes just have to go in the room, acclimatise to the staff around me, just take in what's going on, and then just after a few minutes of chatting, I don't need long normally, it's just a few minutes of chatting. Normally I'm happy for them to do it, but if I'm in and out, it's going to be like, oh my goodness, I can't do it. So I'll find out ways of coping, and yeah, watch this space, because likelihood is I'll probably document my journey of having it done, and just trying to remember those truth statements about why I'm doing it. So a truth statement is just a factual piece of information that you try and focus on to get you through a situation. So for me, it would be, I want to protect young people. Like, I would feel horrendous if I didn't get vaccinated and I just was like, nope, not getting vaccinated, and then even if I was asymptomatic, I could still obviously pass it on to one of my young people that I support, and then I would feel so guilty if they got really ill with this. And I would never forgive myself, even if it was just mild symptoms. Like, I would not forgive myself for not doing something, not trying to prevent this, because yes, I wear face coverings, I ventilate my car, I stay outside with people as much as possible, but at the end of the day, a vaccination is still really important to helping. So I think just focusing my understanding on why I'm doing this, that I'm doing it for other people, and also so I don't get sick myself, because I am scared of getting ill. Obviously there's a lot of heightened awareness and coping for around this whole situation. Like, just the whole pandemic in itself is just overloading. So to play my part to try and get us through this, I think is really important. And yeah, wish me luck. I know I can do it, and I will do it, because I'm really determined. So yeah, wish me luck, and I'll upload updates as and when I see them. I don't know how long it's going to take for them to come forward with an appointment, but obviously I do an important role, so I want to get vaccinated as soon as possible. So wish me luck. Oh.